What was that psycho-detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crime create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
You're just taking
I didn't
piss out
think
of
a man
it.
of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Sounds awful.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for fun and profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
Like that. Let's ask him about
Don't you
Khan.
want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Thomas?
Too bad.
Captain Thomas?
I think you would
One of
make an
the
interesting
disciples.
subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my
Doubted.
mind hasn't dawned yet.
Okay.
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access to sewers.
Okay.
At least he knew.
So long, Inspector.
It's the only one who does.
Yeah. Should we go back to Nicole?
What?
Just chill out at her apartment. There's nothing much else we can do. We can tell her we know stuff. We know more stuff. We know where the guy's hotel was. Or unless we can go
Why can't we
there.
go back to, yeah. That's what I was thinking. We go back to,
There you go, Hotel
okay.
Uru. Oh, should we go back there and give the guy his tool back?
Really CD guys. No. I like this
Oh,
one.
yeah, that guy's really weird. Oh, let's look at that.
Which this?
Yeah. Weren't you drinking coffee?
Yeah, but I didn't see much last night.
Like he's just
What?
like, nah.
The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy, were they
Oh,
expensive.
this just goes on
The
about
killer
money
must have
all
been
the
earning a
time.
fat wad to pay for accommodation like this.
Who are these?
I wanna know where our
guys? Trying to
hotel
speak to
is.
these guys? Yeah. Just on the streets.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Eyebrows
voice.
are massive. Shake his hand.
Do you
Yeah.
recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
No.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
That's really weird.
We'll
Shake my
shake
hand.
hands, right?
Nah.
Nobody
Oh,
wants to shake your
rats.
hand.
What do these... Oh, never mind. Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No. I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. Nope, I don't.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him.
Where's this
Oh,
guy
that's
from?
too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I don't know.
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
American.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Yeah.
American. They must be innocent.
Yeah.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner.
What's a horrible thing to say?
Do you happen to
He's
know a guy
only
named
been dead
Khan?
like 10 minutes.
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain.
Okay.
See you later.
Speaks to the other
Not if you
smoking
see
guy.
me first.
Can we go around the back of the hotel?
Excuse me.
Maybe.
Yes?
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Is this guy Italian?
It sounds it.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
Yeah, he's definitely like stereotypically Italian.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Huh.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
It's just like
No.
question after question
never
after
saw
question.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Oh,
Good
sick
one.
burn.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
Nothing to me.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
Asked him like
Very
50
important I get to
questions.
see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
forget it.
So what, you want to go...
Forget it.
I'm guessing this direction will take us back to the map.
Yeah.
But
probably.
that... Do you want to try that
Let's try that.
before going in? Wait. Can you look at
We
that?
get to look through the windows.
The lobby was quiet, almost deserted.
I like that in a point and click is the fact that like he's obviously gone up to the window thinking I'll go up to the window, but then when he gets there he's just like, nah, I can't do that.
Hold on, there's
You
nothing
do
to click on.
anything
If you come back here, there's a hand!
Ugh.
There's a severed hand there!
Sure it's not just a glove.
That looks like a hat! Oh, it could be.
There's a dead fish! Someone's murdered a fish! That's the real crime.
So I don't think there's anything to do here.
No.
That's weird.
There might be later.
Yeah.
Looks like we can probably get out or in that door. I think this is a real building.
Why?
No, like this building actually exists in France, not like
No, it's just cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not.
You couldn't hear that through the door.
The wide open door.
The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips.
Like sexless
I
you.
guess that means androgynous.
Yeah.
Where's the phone booth?
Booth. Who should we speak to?
Should we explore the whole lobby first? There might be someone here.
I want that.
Ooh,
He looks funny. He looks...
I think it's a sheet, isn't it?
Excusez-moi,
No.
monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
Oh, he's such a jerk. He's the worst
George
kind of
Stobart.
yeah. He's the worst kind of tourist.
It was the register of guests staying at the hotel.
This person's gonna be
There was
no
no
help to
one
us. I think.
registered under the name of Khan.
It's just peering
If there
over
were
at
staying
it.
here, he'd used a different pseudonym.
Okay, can we talk to the pianist first? Because do you think we can get him to shut up?
Her.
Yeah.
You think that was a him?
What?
You thought it was a him to shut up?
Oh yeah.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood.
Did you say
The
flesh?
blood may be
She
blue, but
wants
the
it.
flesh is the plump beef of old England.
She wants some of old George.
You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Tissue.
Oh!
Whoa.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Good God, no.
I like how he's
thought the
showing
smell
the
might
really
be
dirty
familiar.
tissue to a
Please
lady.
stop. Put it away. I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
I like her voice.
Yeah.
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists, and I want to keep it that way, despite the enormous social gulf between us.
So British.
Yeah.
Do you know what this
That's
is?
how we are.
Oh, yes, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good heavens, are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan.
I've never heard of the man.
Maybe you've seen him.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
Merlin's
She represented
beard.
everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged.
Hey, that's a stereotype.
You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens!
King Arthur's.
Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Oh, that's cool. Like, at least she knows, like...
Is that Merlin?
Let's talk about her.
Did I finish?
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
What?
That's
What?
one of the creepiest things I've heard in a long time. Let's ask about this Italian fella.
Who? This guy?
Yeah.
Ooh. This guy.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets.
This woman.
That
She's
doesn't
amazing.
necessarily make them gangsters.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
It's really cool.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what
Is that the clerk
exactly.
chappie at the bottom?
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A
This
bundle
guy
of
with the
papers,
newspaper.
perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe
No, I
and
think it's
Merlin
the guy
went
at
out.
the desk.
That's what I meant. The clerk guy.
Yeah, why did you say something about bottoms?
At the bottom.
Oh no, that's her.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. They got a
Oh
purple
no, that
top
is
on.
her. It doesn't look like her. So what did she say?
I don't know.
Distracted.
Yes.
Basically, I think the Khan guy shook hands or something with the clerk guy at the
Right,
desk and gave him some
something.
briefcase.
Oh, okay.
The briefcase.
Yeah.
Are you
Some
here in
briefcase.
Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Oh, it was a good one. I'm
Yeah,
not
let's
on
talk about
holiday.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said.
Who's
A
Daphne?
wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was
Oh,
thinking
she's
of
the
cutting my
best.
holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was
What? She's from
until
Hemel.
last night.
Yeah. What's that like?
I don't think there's any ladies in
Hemel Hempstead.
Hemel Hempstead. Yeah.
Where is Hemel Hempstead? I'm rings a bell.
It's like north, west, like from London. It's quite
And
close
you
to
know
London.
for a fact there are ladies
Yeah,
there.
there's no ladies there.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just what I'd always imagined it should be.
Did he say that out loud?
The of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man
really
I'd
into
been
this, isn't
waiting
she?
for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections.
Just calm.
And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Documents.
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes.
I guess I am.
Good heavens, I must be dreaming.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
I'm hoping it's the
look
key to
around.
Merlin's room.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
That always does the trick, doesn't it?
What? Is she walking like that?
What's she wearing?
I say! You there? Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good.
Now, this is what I
wish
like
to
on
deposit
holiday.
some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien
Can we not do
sûr,
anything?
madame.
This is happening, okay. What's that?
Over to
Jewelry in her
you.
purse.
Why is he walking like that?
Because that's why she was saying I don't think my feminine charm would
Oh,
work in this
okay.
case.
Well, couldn't we have like flexed some muscle or something and got her to take the key? Oh, look at the thing. It might
We already
say
looked at it.
Yeah, but we didn't know it was called Merlin.
There was
Yeah.
no one registered under the name of Khan. If the killer was staying here,
Yeah,
he
we
used
know.
a different pseudonym.
Okay, he's definitely quite camp.
Yeah?
Let's talk to him.
We haven't yet, have we?
No.
It's like, oh, we have your key. Probably can show him the key. What?
I want some information.
What did he pull out of his
Ah,
ears?
Earplugs.
Please?
Paper.
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah,
Could
I
you
know only
quiet with
too
the
well
piano,
what
please?
you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Really loud music.
Yeah, it's
Can we show him the tissue?
Can you show him the key?
What do you make of this tissue?
Ah.
Do you
here
wish
we go.
me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is. Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather.
No one wants to shake our hand.
Maybe just go
I'm
up to someone. Hey, shake
sore
my
from the
hand.
shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Was that some dodgy comment like hers?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you.
Merlin, we know this already. Right?
Yeah.
Do you recognize this red nose?
Do you recognize these keys?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little
Why
Oop
would you show it
to
to
your
him?
pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation,
That's so weird.
I won't stop you.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, Oui, monsieur.
Okay, so we need to go to the room and get some ID.
Yeah.
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
God, she's playing so loudly.
Thanks for your
So
help,
I
buddy.
see.
Let's talk to this
Yeah.
chap.
Cat.
He must be British, right?
Why?
I don't know, he just looks at it with his
Excuse
little
me.
glasses.
Didn't I see your picture in the news?
Do French.
You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European
Oh,
state.
he's from an unpronounceable Eastern European.
that is me in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life?
Pardon?
You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Try and shake his hand.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
That's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
We were the ones saying he was from like, oh, you're just from some unpronounceable
Yeah,
Eastern
European
European
country.
place.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last
What?
cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime
Oh, I want to move to that
Sounds
country.
like heaven. Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Oh, we've just
Do you
decided we're a
recognize this
private
key?
detective.
Do you recognize this
I
key?
do not.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer are a pleasure and a comfort to wear.
What?
With much
Is
support.
this like a Marks
Putting
and
it-
Spencer
yeah.
Real glad
ad?
to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you
This
have.
conversation's taking a downer, isn't it?
Let's get out of
Thanks
this
for your
room.
help.
Let's go upstairs.
Goodbye.
Piano.
Probably like some other, like somebody playing the drums upstairs.
I can still hear it. No,
Okay,
no, no,
good.
it's gone. That's, I guess, the. Oh, there's other rooms. Oh, wait.
Door was locked.
Second on the right.
Yeah.
Was that right?
It wasn't the right key for the
No, I think
door.
it's the last one on the right.
Oh. I thought that's like that second on the right.
No.
It wasn't the right key for the door.
First on
First
the
on the
right.
right, maybe. I know.
That's a nose. Oh god, what am I doing? God, it must be one of these doors.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Next you can just walk into it.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Okay,
Oh, what?
So it was one of the other rooms.
Yeah.